In this video, we're going to evaluate this integral. Okay, now a is given to be greater than 1, so this is the smaller value, this is the bigger value, and b is any real number. Alright, and we need to evaluate this integral. Let's call it I. Okay, let's call it I. Now it looks really weird, and the limits of integration are in the form of 1 by a and a. So in such a case, a substitution of u equals 1 by x will work. Alright, will work. You can use this substitution right away, right now, or you can intuitively arrive at this substitution if we simplify the integrand. Alright, now let's try to simplify the integrand. We have 1 over a and a right here. Let's cancel out the x squared from here, and let's cancel out x to the power b from the denominator. We will get x raised to the power 2 minus b dx. Alright, so what we are getting is the limits of integration, they don't change for now, at least. In the numerator we get something like this, and on the denominator we're going to get something like this, b minus 2. Okay, b minus 2 using laws of indices, and this is x to the power 2 minus b dx. Now we can rewrite everything in terms of 1 over x like this. One over x b minus 2 dx. Okay, let's call it equation 1. Now it's quite evident that the substitution we're going to make is u equals to 1 over x, because oh, this is my bad, b minus 2. Okay, the substitution we're going to make is u equals 1 over x, because everything here is in terms of 1 over x, and even if we introduce the the derivative of u equals 1 over x, this thing right here can still be simplified. Alright, now let's make the substitution. Wait, I'm not going to use this as 1. I'm going to take this given integral as the first equation. I equals that. Okay, now if we take the derivative, we're going to get du over dx to be minus 1 by x squared. Alright, so the substitution factor is minus 1 by x squared, and the lower limit, let's put x equal to 1 over a. We're going to get the lower limit to be a, and the upper limit to be, if we put x equal to a, then we're going to get 1 over a. So we're going to get something like this. Integration, the limits of integration as a, 1 over a. Okay, and these are the values of u, if you are getting confused. We have 1 plus something, 1 plus something raised to the power 2 raised to the power b minus 2 times something raised to the power b minus 2, and we're going to change the variable to u. So here's du, this is, all of these are u's, and the substitution factor is minus 1 by x squared, so the substitution factor is 1 over minus 1 over x squared. Alright, something like this. So what are we going to get? If we take this minus sign, if we remove this minus sign, we can flip the order of, flip the limits of integration, and therefore what we're going to get is integration of 1 over a to a 1 plus u squared over 1 plus u to the power b minus 2 u to the power b minus 2, okay, u to the power b minus 2, and this is x squared du. These are the values of u, okay, limits of u. Now x squared, since we have u equals 1 by x, x is equal to 1 by u, so what are we going to have? What are we going to get? We're going to get 1 over a to a 1 plus u to the power 2 1 plus u to the power b minus 2 times u to the power b minus 2, and this will be 1 over u squared du. Okay, now let's simplify this one. But this part will simplify to give us u raised to the power b minus 4. Okay, this is it. So let's call it equation 2. Now if we add the two equations, on the left hand side we're going to get I plus I, which is equal to 2i, and on the right hand side we're going to get the same limits of integration. The first one is 1 plus x squared over x squared plus x raised to the power b. Okay, this appears from the, this is nothing but the given integral, that integral indicated as 1, and from 2, since u is a dummy symbol, I can write it as 1 plus x squared 1 plus x raised to the power b minus 2 times x raised to the power b minus 4 dx. Okay, now let's see. We have a factor common over here and another factor common over here. We can write it as 1 plus x raised to the power b minus 2. So this factor and this factor, they are common factors. So 1 plus x squared over 1 plus xb minus 2. Okay, these are the two common factors, and what we are left with is, we are left with 1 over x squared for this part and x raised to the power b minus 4 for this part. And if we start simplifying further, 1 plus x raised to the power b minus 2, the denominator will be x squared 1 plus x raised to the power b minus 2 dx. Okay, now these two quantities, they get cancelled out, so we are left with a very basic integral, 1 plus x squared over x squared dx, which can be written as 1 over a 1 plus 1 over x squared dx. And furthermore, now the integration is quite simple. Integration of 1 over a to a dx plus integration of 1 over a to a 1 over x squared dx. This simply gives a minus 1 over a. Now the integration, we know that this will be equal to minus 1 over x. So we have minus 1 over x from 1 over a to a. this is a minus 1 over a minus, if we put a, we're going to get 1 over a minus together with another minus will give us plus, and 1 over a will give us a. Okay, so we have 2a minus 2 by a, that is 2i equals 2 times a minus 1 over a. Therefore we need the value of I, so 1 over a to a, we can cancel out the factor of 2's over here, the 2's in this equation, and therefore using the value of I, we're going to get a minus 1 over a. Okay, this is our answer. So if we evaluate this integral, the answer would be a minus 1 over a. Okay, alright, that's all for this video. Thank you very much.